The Pontiac GTO last appeared in 1974. With about 200 horsepower, 0 to 60 took over 9 seconds, a mere shadow of its former glory days. Well, for 2004, the GOAT is back, and so is the legendary performance.
"40 years ago, Pontiac stuffed a V8 into a compact, and the original GTO was born. Now history is coming full circle, and the high-horse, rear-wheel drive formula is back.
The 2004 Pontiac GTO is a very eagerly anticipated new arrival from General Motors. Pontiac kind of kicked off the muscle car craze with the original GTO. Now, for 2004, Pontiac has brought back this exciting, legendary GTO name in a very new, very different kind of automobile, much more different in sort of attitude and sophistication than the original GTO.
Anyone expecting a retro-themed, pumped-up-looking muscle car might be surprised by the styling.
This car is very swoopy, almost blends too much into the background. It has a little rear wing on it, but it's pretty subtle. No flashy mirrored wheels on this car. Even with bright yellow paint, it's a pretty subtle coupe.
And a quick one, too. What the GTO lacks in body cladding, it makes up for in muscle.
The 2004 GTO comes to market with a 5.7-liter V8 engine borrowed from the Corvette, developing 350 horsepower, 365 pound-feet of torque. There's a lot of output here. Put into a mid-size or compact body from Australia called the Monaro. It's actually made by GM division Holden. And that kind of power and that small a body creates some pretty impressive performance.
Missing is the punishing ride we've come to expect from American performance coupes. The real-world everyday drive is a smooth one.
It's a very rewarding car to drive. We didn't expect it to be as sophisticated as it is. The shifter is buttery smooth. There's a tremendous flexibility in the engine. The ride is very creamy for a car with this much performance.
At the track, this new GOAT has no problem living up to the legend.
The new GTO would leave the old ones in the dust. We're talking 5.3 seconds to 60 miles an hour, a quarter mile in just under 14 seconds at about 105 miles an hour. These are terrific numbers.
The new GTO's braking is pretty terrific, too. Needing just 120 feet to stop from 60, it's not supercar performance, but very impressive, especially on all-season tires.
In the slalom, the GTO posted just over 63 mile-an-hour speed, which is a good performance. Not the best we've measured, but the GTO was very neutral, it's very stable, very poised. It never feels like it's going to step out of line on you. To us, that's the more impressive achievement.
Just as impressive is the fit and finish. Parts gaps are tight and uniform, and the interior shapes flow smoothly together. Standard leather covers the tilt telescope wheel, shift boot, and deeply bolstered seats. 2 more buckets behind the front pair complete the 2+2 setup. 4 large analog gauges are color coordinated with the exterior paint. The dials and much of the interior, including the pedals, are trimmed with a satin nickel finish. The no-nonsense center stack features a Blaupunkt 6CD 10-speaker audio system.
One of the nice things about this new GTO is that all the equipment you want is included as standard. The only option is the 6-speed manual transmission. That's supposed to be $695, and they're expecting a base price of around $33,000 for this car. So even loaded with the one option, you're still under $34,000 for a vehicle that offers a lot of performance and tremendous refinement.
So, the 2004 GTO isn't the rip-snorting retro muscle machine many diehards may have been waiting for. But with 18,000 slated to arrive from down under each year, GM hopes to reinvigorate Pontiac and this legendary nameplate.
I think Pontiac has really impressed us with this new 2004 GTO. We've got a fast, quiet, smooth, sophisticated executives coupe that is really going to give a lot of the European purebreds a run for the money. In that respect, this new American muscle car really has us dazzled.